if I sit here? I didn't mean to bother you. I know you look like you were pretty engrossed in your book. It's okay. Well, I was in here earlier, but I had to go heat up my green beans. I came back and all the other tables were taken. You sure this is okay? Okay. Yeah, no, don't let me bother you. Yeah. I mean, I can see you reading. I hate when people bother me when I'm trying to read. Ugh. So what you reading there? It's thick. I haven't heard of that. Is it any good? Well, it looks like it would be. I mean, the cover's colorful. That's always a good sign. Me, yeah, I'm having a good day. But don't let me bother you, honey. I see you're trying to read. I'm just going to eat. I'm not going to interfere. Okay. These green beans are so good. I made these myself. You know what I do? Well, I cook them with, I put them in a big pot, and I cook them with a beef bouillon cube, and a little pinch of sugar, and a little bit of cooking oil. Fantastic. You want some? You want, look. You want some? No? Alright, well, I tried. Your day going okay? Yeah, mine's pretty good. It's been kind of slow. I don't like it when it gets slow. I feel like I can't get through the day. It's like the day just takes forever. It just drags on, you know. But I guess I'll survive. We had our meeting about that last week. It was very informative. Some people were freaking out, but I said, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I don't think it's any big deal at all. Yeah. Well, we're going to miss her too. I mean, well, what can you do, right? That's just the way it works. You know, this morning I was coming in. I think you normally get here about the same time I do. We walk in a lot at the same time. It seems like we both kind of work on the same schedule. I was coming in this morning, and there was this woman walking behind me. Now, she had her hands full. She had these 2 big boxes, and she was struggling with these boxes. So I held the door for her. You know, the double doors coming in. Well, I held the first door for her, and she didn't say anything. And I thought, well, all right, well, you're welcome. And I held the second door, and she gave me the dirtiest look, and she said, I can get that. Well, I said, well, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I was just trying to help. And I thought, you know, it's so hard anymore anyway to find somebody that will actually do something, to go out of their way for somebody like that. I mean, the least you can do is not snap at them first thing in the morning. You know, they say manners have gone out the window, but then again, when you try to use good manners and help people, they get mad at you for it. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. But then, you know, I got to thinking, you know, if I actually did this to be nice, if I'm trying to be altruistic, I shouldn't have expected a thank you or anything. That her comment went a little over the top, but I don't think it was really right of me to expect something. If you're truly trying to help somebody out without the hope of a reward, you know, that's altruism. And I thought about this on the elevator all the way up to my office this morning. If I'm really trying to be altruistic and, you know, carry out an altruistic act, it shouldn't matter to me whether she said thank you or not. But it really did. It really bothered me that she didn't acknowledge that I went out of my way to help her get through that door. And then the second set of doors. And those doors are heavy, you know. If you're trying to come in and you got your hands full, it's hard to get through there sometimes. But no, she didn't care. She didn't care one bit. Seemed to make her mad. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who she was. I think she worked for the bank. She got off on the 3rd floor, so yeah, I guess she does. She's one of the bank employees. I didn't recognize her. It seems like most people, I see them a lot. You know, and you kind of get used to people. You may not know their names, but you get to where you recognize their faces. I didn't know her. So maybe she's just from out of town. She doesn't know any better. I don't know. I mean, my mama raised me not to do that way. Mm-hmm. If my mama saw me do something like that, she'd smack me upside the head. She'd do it right now. Doesn't matter how old I am. She'd smack me for it. Because it would be an embarrassment to her to have a kid that acted like that. I mean, it's just embarrassing. No, I did hear that the other one was going to retire, though. The other doorman is retiring at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. December 31st is going to be his last day. He's been working down there. I believe he said he's been working down there 32 years, and he's getting ready to retire. Now, you know that other doorman, Quince, real nice guy. He's real tall, kind of broad shoulders, kind of muscular. You know, I have a hard time with him. See, he's got my name wrong. He asked me one day. He asked me for my name. He wanted to know my name, and I told him. And he told me his name, and I remember his name was Quince because I remember there was the guy in Meet Joe Black. That was his name. Well, he's got my name wrong. For whatever reason, he has decided my name is Marie. And every time he sees me, he calls me Miss Marie. And for some reason, it just tickles me because, see, it's gone on for so long that I can't correct him now. I mean, he's been calling me Miss Marie for, I want to say, probably close to a year. And I guess maybe I should have corrected it right from the start, like the first time he called me that. But I didn't. I don't even remember now why I didn't. I don't know if maybe I wasn't listening and it didn't occur to me until I'd already walked by. He called me Marie, but I didn't correct it. So now it's been going on for so long that I can't correct it. I mean, it's just, we're past that point. So now, every time I see him, he goes, "Hey, Miss Marie, how are you doing?" And I get so tickled. I start grinning, and I cannot help it. It's like I just cannot help it. Because I know, as soon as I see him, I know he's going to call me that. I know it for a fact that he will call me Miss Marie, and that I can't do anything about it because I've waited too long. So every time, by the time he sees me, I already have this big grin on my face because I'm trying not to laugh. Because for some reason, this just strikes me as really funny. And so he probably thinks I have a crush on him or something. Because every time I say hello, I have this big grin on my face. And it goes beyond the polite grin that you give somebody, just, you know, passing them on the street. This is a big grin that just, I know he thinks I've got the hots for him or something, but it's just because in my mind I'm going, here it comes, he's going to call me Miss Marie. For some reason, it just makes me laugh. Well, he's already training his replacement, which I don't really, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, how long does it take to train somebody to do that? But see, he's retiring at the end of the year, and he's training his replacement. Have you seen his replacement? That young guy. He's kind of short, going bald on top. Girl, God almighty. I can't do it. He is so creepy. Trust me. If you ever see him, you will not forget him. You will not forget this man. He creeps me out. His name is Jason, and I remember that distinctly because he reminds me of Jason from the movie. No, not Jason Bourne. God, no, Jason, like the killer. Is he the one with the chainsaw? Friday the 13th. That's who he reminds me of. He has these dead eyes, and he just freaks me out so bad. So if you ever see him, you will remember, and you will not forget his name because he is just frightening. I don't like it. He never speaks. The only reason I know his name is because Quince introduced me to him. And he shook my hand, and his hand was as cold as a dead person's hand. It was like shaking hands with a corpse. God, in those dead eyes, I swear to God, there is nobody in there. He has dead eyes. I don't want to have to see him every day when I come and go through there. Can I just start parking somewhere else? My God. Well, I know my food looks weird. I know. Well, I'm doing that low carb thing, and it's kind of depressing, but good thing is I can eat all the meat that I want. I like that. I get to have some peanut butter, which I like peanut butter. Look over there. Oh, don't look. Of course, I don't know how you're going to see. Look now, quick. Just look, stretch and do like that, like you're just stretching and looking right there. You see that? Oh, I know there's something going on between them two. I know. Sit there acting like there's nothing going on. There is. I heard they got caught in a copy room one night, and they weren't making copies. It's the first time I've ever seen them sit together, though. Maybe they're getting ready to go public with it or something. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, they're both single. I don't guess it matters. Oh, God. Here comes Sheila. You come in here. You're in here pretty often, aren't you? You come in here at lunch a lot. Well, see, I bring my lunch practically every day, so I'm in here all the time. Well, if you start coming down here more often, you know about Sheila. You don't? Yeah, you do. Girl, if you've been in here at all, you know about her. She comes in here, especially at lunchtime, which makes me think she's doing it like she's looking for an audience. She comes in here with her cell phone, and she'll have a loud argument with her husband. They fight all the time, like every day. And she comes in here. I heard her say one time she comes in here because she wants privacy. I'm sorry. If you want privacy, you go back in the file room somewhere, back in the corner of the file room. That's where you get privacy. You do not come in the open lunch area for the entire company. You do not come in here for privacy, especially at lunchtime when everybody's in here. So she comes down here and have you not heard her do this? I swear she does it at least once a week at lunchtime. And I've come in here before at 10 o'clock in the morning to get something to drink. She's in here arguing with him then. I don't know when she works. She's always on that phone, and they argue about everything. And she'll pace back and forth. Like she'll get over there where that counter is. She'll go over here and just pace back and forth, I guess to make sure we can all hear everything she's saying. And she yells and yells at him. Sometimes she'll have him on speakerphone so we can hear his end of the argument too. I don't know if he knows that we can hear all this. So you're like a captive audience to whatever it is they're fighting about that day. And I have heard more about certain aspects of their life than I never needed to know that much about his hemorrhoids. I swear to you. And you're sitting here trying to eat. There's nothing worse than somebody interrupting and bothering somebody when it's clear they don't want to be bothered. Am I right? Some people are just thick as a post. I don't know when to shut up. Well, she seems like type of that likes attention. Look, she's getting her cell phone out right now. God help us all. If you start coming down here on a regular basis, you'll become very familiar with it. It's kind of like we have our own personal soap opera. I mean, you can sit here and just openly stare at her. And she doesn't seem to care. You can just hear and stare at her. She goes back and forth, and she's oblivious to it. I think she likes having everybody in here listening. I think she enjoys it for some reason. I think if I wanted to fight with my husband, I'd do it someplace else. But that's just me. I can only imagine what they're like when they're home together. Probably kill each other. Man, I gotta get out of here today. You normally leave about 5, don't you? Yeah, me too. I'm gonna try to get out of here about 1:45 because I need to go by Walmart. I need to go to the big Walmart up on Main Street. Not the neighborhood market, the big one. I have this online order I have to go pick up. My son's Halloween costume has come. You ever do that? You ever try their online pickup? It's really convenient. I like it. Because online they have a lot of things that you can't get in store. And my son wanted to be a hot dog for Halloween. The world. Truly. I mean, he stuck with that. I kept asking him. I said, "Are you sure you want to be a hot dog?" "Yeah, I want to be a hot dog." Okay, so I went online. And they had this hot dog costume. And they had the exact same hot dog costume on the Amazon website. But it was like $10 more than the very same one on the Walmart.com website. So I ordered it from Walmart. And if you do the in-store pickup, you don't have to order a certain amount to get free shipping. I think you can order really anything and then just pick it up in the store. They will deliver it. They deliver it to whichever store you want to pick it up at. So I have had them deliver the hot dog costume to the big Walmart, so I have to go by there and pick it up. I will say, though, you need to be careful with your online order. It's something you can't even prevent. It's like it's not your fault. But about a year ago, I ordered some headbands on Walmart.com because they had this certain kind of goody fabric headbands that I really like, but they stopped carrying them in the store. And the only thing I don't like about them is the elastic gets stretched out in them. So I ordered some new ones, and I ordered maybe 5 of them. So I went to the store to pick them up, and I'm standing there, and so the lady that gets the box, and it's not a big box. And she said, "Well, let me open this to make sure everything is in there. We want to confirm that all 5 of your headbands are in here. We don't want you to get home with the box and then realize you're missing part of your order." I said, "Okay, fine." So there's a bunch of people standing behind me. They're all waiting for returns or whatever it is they're waiting for. And she opens that box up. She opens the box and pulls out this big green vibrator. And I just shrieked. I said, "Oh my God." I said, "That is not mine." I said, "I ordered headbands. I did not order that." So she immediately stuck it back in the box and said, I'm sorry. Bad thing was my headbands weren't even in there. It was just that, packed in with some bubble wrap. I was so humiliated. Like everybody in line behind me was chuckling about it. So I turn around and I go, "It was not mine, I swear." And they're all like, "Yeah, right." I didn't even think they sold stuff like that on Walmart.com, but apparently they do. I never did get my headbands. I think I ended up requesting a refund, and I did complain about that, but I didn't ever get a response. Like, y'all need to be a little more careful when you pack these things, I never had that happen with all the stuff I've ordered from Amazon, I can tell you that. Amazon gets my order right. And they deliver it to my door. So, if you do order from Walmart.com, be careful. Because they probably will open the box while you're in the store. Just to confirm that it's the right thing. And who knows what they're going to pull out of there. So somebody somewhere was expecting Maybe they were expecting the vibrator and got my headbands and they were just as upset as I was. But yeah, be careful with that. That was pretty funny. No, I don't work with him anymore. No, he's still here. Yeah, he's here. No, he didn't go. He didn't go to the Charlotte office. Not that I know of. He's still here. No, see, he is on the 10th floor, and his assistant is that lady that falls down a lot. What's her name? Betty? I don't know, something like that. He's working with her now. And she always makes me nervous. Whenever I talk to her, I can never tell which eye is looking at me. Which one is that? The brown one. Oh. I can't even remember which one. So I never know which eye to look at. I don't go down on the 10th floor much, so I don't guess it matters. You want some? It is not gross. I'm the only one who eats out of this jar. I mean, nobody else eats this peanut butter but me. I haven't died from it yet. See, and I don't eat a lot. But it's yummy. I'm the only one who ever touches this peanut butter. So maybe it is gross, but if it is, I'm the only one that's going to suffer from it. Oh. Did you hear they put in a new Japanese restaurant downtown? There was that Subway. No, it wasn't the Subway. What was it? Quiznos? The Quiznos moved out, and now they have a little Japanese place in there. It's not bad. I went by there one day last week. It was really good. I guess I better get back upstairs. Yeah, I gotta get my billable hours in for the day. So, I have sat here this whole time and kept you from reading your book. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Please don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. And here I am talking about people keeping me from doing what I want to do. I've done the same thing to you. I apologize. Well, I won't bother you anymore. So now you can read in peace. Oh, you got to go too. I'm so sorry. See, now I'm going to feel bad all day. Well, we can ride in the elevator together then. Oh, you taking the stairs? I should too. That's better for you. Well, are you ready to go? All right. Let's go on back upstairs.